The Philadelphia Eagles might be the most confusing team in the entire NFL because on one hand, you've got a defense that has all the talent in the world and should be playing like it's one of the best units in the league, right? That's not the case because last week we felt like this team turned a corner. We were ready. We were coming out and saying, "Hey, the Eagles, could have one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. They could be a big-time sleeper team, also a sleeper offense." And then you played the Bucs, where, I mean, I'm not going to lie. We all have seen what Baker Mayfield has done this season. It's been very impressive. But to just get shellacked like that, it raises a lot of questions. And I think the biggest questions on everybody's mind is, could Nick Sirianni be fired? And should he be fired? Now, I think there's a couple of different reasons that the Eagles got shellacked against the Buccaneers. So first off, obviously Baker Mayfield is a stud. He's been playing very well this year. Todd Bowles and that defense are still very legit. So I think part of the blame is on the defense because you have playmakers at every level of your defense, and to get absolutely owned, not only by Baker Mayfield, but I mean, they allowed over 100 rushing yards. Now, the running game really wasn't what did it, but it kept them honest, and it really kept them off balance. They couldn't stop the run as much as they needed to, plus Baker also had a touchdown on the ground as well. Mike Evans is still doing his thing, 8 for 94 and a touchdown. You also had Trey Palmer, who had a touchdown as well. So defensively for the Eagles, it has to start with stopping the run, which they weren't awful in, but at the same time, it was good enough to keep them off balanced. And on the flip side of that, your secondary is suspect right now. Like, we got to call a spade because Baker Mayfield was basically able to do whatever he wanted, and we've kind of seen that in a couple of different ways this season. And I don't know that is necessarily all just on the defense. I think that does come back to the offensive side as well because, I think there was a reporter that asked, why Saquon Barkley only had, 2 carries in the first 9 plays, and Sirianni went on to say, hey, when you're not sustaining drives, blah, blah, blah. Like, in large part, it kind of made sense, but at the same time, Saquon's a stud. He needs to be touching the ball at least 20 times a game. He touched it 12 against the Bucs. He had 10 carries, 84 yards, also had 2 catches for 32. Saquon is a guy that you get him the ball, no matter what, because his offense is going to run through you. We've been saying it all offseason. His offense is going to run through you. This offense is going to run through Saquon Barkley. And when he only has 12 touches, probably not going to be a good day. And so, as we get ready to go into the bye week and then come on and play the Browns, I'm a little hesitant. I think the Browns are a really good rebound game, but we got to regroup. And I think that the question of if Nick Sirianni is to be fired, I think that right now it's valid because offensively, just what you're doing with Saquon is fireable, absolutely. But it would be one thing if this team was rebuilding and it wasn't talented. That's not the case. You have talent at every level. You have arguably, when A.J. Brown is healthy, arguably the best wide receiver core in the NFL, and your defense isn't playing up to snuff. So I think that all those things considered, the Eagles got to figure it out. They got to take this bye week, go into it, just chill out, come back, and be ready to play the Browns, which I think they can do. But again, I think that he's a head coach of the entire team. Yes, the offense isn't exactly playing up to snuff, but neither is the defense. Sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Should Nick Sirianni be fired heading out through the rest of the season? Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.